Okay, so today's what today's daily calendar Jinen Roshi is. See, no matter what it is, no matter what it is, in the very midst of it, in the very midst of it, there is no one who knows about it. Human thinking is completely dead. See? This is very important for us to realize who we are. See? We are, we are, we are simply acting. We are simply acting without what we think of the self or I. But people never understand it. People never understand it. See? They are acting. Always they are acting this way without self. Without self, we are just simply talking. We are just simply just listening. We are simply acting without self. Without self. See, this is a basic, fundamental thing, but people don't know much about this reality. That's the reason Guillermo just have to just teach you. See, no matter what it is, see, whatever we are doing, wherever we are, see, we're just simply acting. We are, we simply exist without self. Very great. That's the reason we don't have any trouble. That's the reason we don't have any trouble. Once we just recognize what we think about ourselves, at the same time, what you think about the question, trouble, problem just come out in your mind. In your mind. No matter what it is, see, in the very middle of it, see, what in the very middle of it is before recognition. Before recognition. See? When I face this, I simply become as it is. See? I simply become as it is. Oneness. Oneness. See? Oneness itself. Itself doesn't need to know much about what it is because of itself. See? What the trouble is, as far as the human, as far as the other people are concerned, there is such a separation. Although it's another truth, but that's creation of the thinking. That's the creation of thinking. See? You see, when I face it directly, I become as it is. But as far as other people just recognize a kind of the same. Always there is some kind of obstruct or block to realize directly what it is. See, it's caused us trouble. You see, always. See, when I face this, directly I become as it is. When I just face directly, when people don't know much about this reality. See, always people just try to think about or try to think out anything by or with thinking or thought. It causes us trouble. See, that's the reason people don't know much about reality. Always people just try to think out by thinking or with thinking. We don't need to do it. We don't need to do it. When I face this, I simply become as it is. Nothing more or less. Simply just become as it is. One itself. So that's the reason we don't need to know. We don't need to know much more by or with thinking. See? Oneness. itself, as I just mentioned. See, as far as itself doesn't know much about itself because of itself. But people never understand this. Very strange, very wonderful. When I feel things, I simply become as it is. No doubt it. No question, no question at all because one. See? But as far as you just try to think about what it is, see, always, you always have a question. Huh? This is a kind, maybe the different thing or other. Kind of a question what does just come out in your mind. And that is the thinking. See? But as far as one, see? Because we never have any doubt, question at all. This way, we are just acting. Our daily life is exactly this way. That's the reason we don't have any trouble. Very easy. But people don't know much about this reality. Even you just understand it. Even you just understand this reality with thinking or thoughts. It doesn't mean anything. You always have a question. But only Garrison, you don't have any trouble question because you are always in library. Very simple, very simple. So in the very major way, see, before recognition, before recognition, nothing exists. Nothing exists. See, before recognition, nothing exists. Mhm. Then you recognize the things. This is, or you may say, and then you just recognize the kind of state, see, condition or circumstance. Then the things come out. This one, this one, this one, this one. See? That comes out later. That's before the goose. Nothing exists. Nothing exists. But the people don't know much about this reality. See? That's the reason we don't have any trouble. Question. See, nothing exists. Okay, very great. In a very major way, there is no one who knows about it. See, because see, no one be able to just recall anything. See? There is nothing exists at all. That is before recognition. That is in the very major reality. Human thinking is completely dead. See, before recognition. Before recognition, what we think about the thinking never come out. Completely, what's completely, we don't know. Completely, there is nothing. Nothing exists. Nothing exists. So you never be able to recognize anything. See? Although you never be able to just recognize anything, you simply act. You simply act without awareness. Very great. Unfortunately, people never understand that. That's reason. That's reason we have to do as a Dharma. We have to do a Dharma. Only that you'll be able to just encounter the essential self. Then you'll be able to realize what reality is. What's reality right now, right? What's right now, right here? See? Without without self. See? Without self. Everything just can act. Everything is active. See, everything is without self, without, more, you may say without center, without center. See, without center. Everybody just act. Everything, everything is acting right now, except Garism. Garrison is all. You always said that in the library. It's caused a trouble. No, I don't think so. Okay. So if you just realize this reality, what are the Kenoshi just teach us with the daily calendar? See? You have to do something. See? No matter what it is, in the very middle of it, there is no one who knows about it. The human thinking is completely dead. But right now, right, see? The situation or condition or circumstance the game is just teach us is right now, right now. But people never understand it in a concept. That's the reason we have to do it. Okay, so we go back to today's the text number 28. Number 20, the key point of the practice. This is very important. Yani-san, this is very important. When you just practice, what do you want to practice in a library? What do you? So, well, whatever doesn't mean anything. So what's the key point? What's the key point of a practice? Does it? But in this case, the key point of practice. See, this is very important. See, if we don't know much about this, then see, we don't know much about what to practice or how to practice. See, see, this doesn't. This doesn't. We have to do what the gamers just want to teach us. Otherwise, we never be able to just encounter the essential step. That's the reason this is very important teaching. Okay, so what our gamers just want to teach us with number 28 is, see, that is another way to organize our thoughts by using our own thinking. And this is very important because see, our true existence, our true existence, nothing concerned with thinking of thought. See? The first step. In the first step, we have to understand this fact, this truth. Otherwise, you never be able to just encounter the essential self. Even you just do lots of thousand years sitting. It's a totally useless. So that there is another way to organize our thought by using our own thinking. Thinking, although we don't deny the thinking of thought, but as far as we just want to just realize who we are, see, thinking of thought was kind of obstruct or block to realize who we are. So, we completely separate from thinking of thought. Otherwise, we never be able to just encounter the essential self. This is a very important thing. Okay. We should we should try not to. We should try not to use all of the thought that we are trying to own. You know, what the people are as far as people are concerned, people are always trying to do by thinking, with thinking. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You see, before people are just trying to do, before we just before people are trying to do, we simply just we can simply the people don't know much about this reality. That's the reason people what the people just are doing is they're always trying to it's called a struggle. It's called a struggle. We don't need to do it. We don't need to do it. See? This one is this one is not a human body, not a human body. This is a Dharma body. See? As far as this Dharma body, see? Thinking or thought doesn't mean anything. Although we don't deny the thinking of thought, but as far as the activity of a human, the Dharma body, you see, thinking or a thought doesn't mean anything. See? This is a very important thing. Okay. We should try not to use all of the thought that we are trying to understand. It's it's very easy to say, but it's totally difficult to do. Especially, especially, um, especially modern people. Yeah? Uh, uh, we are very we are we are we are always care much about we always care much or attached to thinking ourselves. We are always doing try to try we always try to do everything by thinking ourselves. You see, that's the reason people are always confused. Yeah? Because our activity is nothing concerned with thinking. So even you just try to act anything by thinking and so it's totally impossible to do. People don't know much about that. Yeah. So as long as you just want to realize who you are, see, for the timing, for the timing, you simply just delete. You simply let go thinking and thought as it is. This way, you will be able to just to live in your daily life. Someday, definitely, you'll be able to just encounter the essential self. Okay, and this is the key to Zazen. This is the key to Zazen, Bendo practice. The Fudo, 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 Doko, Koko, Asuko, Fudo. This is the key to Zazen, Bendo. Bendo is the practice. Okay? This way we have to do a Zazen. Whatever thinking, so come out in our mind. The thinking thoughts just come up in your mind without any reason, without any reason. See? And, and that's the reason you don't need to worry about anything. Simply let it go as it is. See? And this is nothing. Yeah. If you can do this is nothing. See? And definitely you will be able to encounter the essentials. The essential self is so huge, tremendous. You never be able to even you never be able to imagine what the essential self is. Totally different from what we think about the self or I. That is the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. That's the reason Shakyamuni Buddha or the patriarchs just recommend us to do that. Only one chance, only one chance. Within our life, we have to do it. Okay. This is the key to the bend practice. One is crippled by one's own thought. Buddha. Never crippled. There is Buddha Myo is a kind of perfect, perfect, perfect creation of all living. See, one is crippled by one's own soul. This is only this causes trouble. This causes trouble, creation, trouble, problems. Without this, we never have any trouble. See, because we just attach the own thought of thinking too much. That's the only reason why we have to have a kind of Christian trouble problem. One is crippled by one's own soul. Consequently, we should stop pursuing. We should stop pursuing things by way of our human thinking process. That's it. Gary-san, although it's easy to say, but totally difficult. Gary-san, it's very easy to sleep in the library. But it's totally difficult not to sleep, to listen, what kind of Jinen talking about. Very good. Okay, but if you really just realize who you, we have to do it. We should stop pursuing. We should stop pursuing things by way of our human thinking process. This way, what you think about the self or the I completely dropped away. May I ask one thing, Gary-san? If you just drop it from a library, where are you gonna be? Where are you gonna be? Okay. Okay. Every now and then, try to live without pursuing the thing. This is the practice, daily practice. This is a daily practice. In another, whatever thinking come out in your mind, simply just let it go as it is. Just when you just do just the same things. So your daily life becomes doesn't itself. Your daily life become doesn't itself. Right. And then eventually, definitely, you'll be able to encounter the essential self. So, live life as it is, and don't judge right or wrong. Don't judge right or wrong in another. Do not use your thinking. See? Do not use your thinking or soul whatever you just want to do, simply just let it go. Then you simply just trust. You simply rely on what you are doing, your activity. Whether you will be able to do this or not. This is the most important thing. Every every now and then, try to live without pursuing things. Live life as it is, and don't just right or wrong. We don't look at the things in terms of right and wrong. As I just mentioned, right and wrong just come out in thinking or thought. So we don't need to care much about it. See, although you care much right or wrong. See, you never be able to separate from thinking or thought. Simply just let it go as it is. It's totally enough. We don't look at things in terms of right and wrong. We don't compare. See? Comparison is come out in our mind is thinking. Just thinking. Comparison is right and wrong as still within thinking. For time being, we have to separate from those ideas of thinking and those ideas and those human viewpoints. Otherwise, we never be able to encounter the essential. Yeah. Although it's easy to, although it's an easy saying, but it's very, especially modern people, it's a totally difficult. Yeah? But only one chance within our life. Yeah? Only so this can one's attachment to thinking die. Very great. Yeah? This way, whatever thinking comes, just come out, simply let it go. And in this way, what we think about the self, yeah? What we think of the self, completely drop away, they die, completely die. Yeah? That is the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. Only this way, only this way. Yeah? What do you think about the self? Dropped away or died. So this is a very famous saying. In case of Japanese master Shido Bunan. Shido Bunan. Oh yeah, Shido Bunan. Yeah? Master Shido Bunan, that's teacher. Yeah? Just die. Just die. See? As you are just living. Just die. As you are living. See? In your life or whatever. See? The Garrison, just to die. Just try to die. Wherever, just to die. In your just stay in library. and and just die. As you just living. Then you just living as you want. See? You can just live. You can just live as you want to, without any trouble, creation problem. That's a sheet of Buddha. The master sheet of Buddha's teaching. But people say, actually, totally impossible. See? See? How we can just die? How we can die? See, as we are living, how we can die? See? This is a very important thing. We can die too. We can die. See? As we just living. See? And when I just clap, when I clap my head, then each time I just clap my head, you just die. Ah, very easy. Hi. Gary-san, very easy. How many times you have been dying? How many times you have been dying? See? What we just what people are thinking about life and death. Uh, life and death is a completely different from what the essential steps. So, every moment, when I whatever just whenever I just clap my hand, people always die, die and die, die and die. Uh, uh, once you just recognize this one as a self, see? Then what we just think, what we think of the life and death just come out. Before just recognize this one as a I or the self, what you think about the life and never never come out in your mind. Yeah? This is a very important thing. Our life, our essential life, my inner state. And nothing concerned with death and life. Yeah? Far beyond the death and life. Because the universal. Because of the universal. Okay. But people never understand it. Unfortunate. Only so, this can one's attachment to thinking die. Buddha-san, die. Buddha-myo, die. But die doesn't mean it. Okay, very good. When you're trying to realize, hey, oh, okay. When you're trying to realize, hey, even you, even if you try to understand it with knowledge, it is only speculation, and it is impossible to realize it. See, when I clap my hand, see, when I clap my hand, see, you never understand what this sound is by thinking. See? What people think about what other people think of this sound? Oh, because Jinen just clapped his hand and the sound come. This is totally misunderstood. See? This is totally misunderstood. When I clap my hand, the sound come out. See? Where does the sound come out? Gary sound, where this sound come out? Where did the sound come out? See? Yourselves. This sound come out in yourself. People don't know much about it. See? There is no separation. There is no separation between yourself and this sound. When I clap my hand, see, sound come out in yourself. Ah, very great. Very great. See? Ah, that's the reason. See? What you think about, what you think about the self completely done. because you completely become this sound itself. Ah, I really see. Ah, good morning. Okay. That's the reason. See? Mm. What the people think of this sound is see, totally different from see, what's reality. What's really sound of the reality of this sound is. See, that's the reason we have to do like that. See, always there is a certain separation gap between sound and ourselves. That is not true. That's a kind of creation of thinking. See? Never be deceived by thinking. Okay, it is all. It is already complete in itself. This is very important. See? See? When I clap my hands, it simply become this the end. Nothing left. Nothing left. Already complete. See? Because you simply become this. Nothing, nothing more than see? The end. And nothing left. See? That's the already complete. Uh, very great. So there is, excuse me, so there is no other way to be. See? As far as thinking, was done. See? At least two things. At least two things just come out. See? That's the reason people always have to be confused. See? Which is which. See? But always one. One. Always one. We never be confused at all. Always as it is. Always as it is. See? Always as it is. We never confuse anything. See? That's much ourself is the essential self is complete in the universe. See? No, because people care much attach. Because people attach the thinking and so that's the reason people always confused. People always confused because of and because people attach the thinking and so that is the reason. Um, people people are always just try to do unnecessary thing, unnecessary thing. It's already complete in itself. See, when I clap my hand, just as it is, and nothing more, nothing before and after, nothing happened before and after, just as it is. Very great. It is already complete in itself, so there is no other way to be, even if you come at you come at it from different perspective. See, nothing, nothing hard. Even you try to do something, you don't need to do it. You cannot do it. Just as it is, the end. See? That's it. You don't have any trouble. You don't have any trouble. To practice. To practice is only to learn from the past of the present moment. See? It's very, you see, it's very easy. You see, in fact, it's very easy because we are always in right now, right here. See, we don't need to be, we don't need to be right now, right here. But the thing is, the fact is, the reality is totally different. See? All the people are just right now, right here. But people are completely separate from right now. Like, people just living in the thinking of soul. People are living in the thinking of soul. Not right now, right here. What the people do exactly see right now, right here. What the people just living in. It's a totally wonderful. See? Uh, it's a very totally strange, funny. Yeah? We are just living. We are just living right now, right here. But we are just living. We're just living and thinking. Uh, yeah, that's cause us problem. That's cause us problem. Yeah. We're exactly right now. Yeah. Every person, we just living here right now, right here. We, we never have any trouble. We never have any trouble because right now, right here, nothing exists. Right now, right here, nothing exists. So that we don't need to care much about anything. In other words, we don't have any trouble. See? Nothing exists. People don't know much about this reality. Very unfortunate. We are completely peaceful. See? Uh, our living, our daily life is completely peaceful. And because we are just living right now, right here. Right now, right here. Nothing exists at all. So there is any anything to cause us a trouble, problem, question. To practice, to practice is only to learn from the fact of the present moment. Very unfortunate. People not living in right now life. That's the reason the Yen Roshi just how to just teach us this. Fact are made in such a way that they can never be the same again in a lifetime. See? Exactly. See? Look at look at look at the look at those ideas. You see? When I face this, those are simply become as it is. See? Become as it is. Then when I just face this, those eyes become see, the things those eyes is the face. But the things that those eyes is facing before is complete, complete, complete dropped away. Nothing. See? Always as it is. Always one. Never come out twice for 3 times. But as far as thinking, when I feel this, the things just, those eyes faces still remain. But this is a total misunderstanding. Those eyes, for those eyes, is the first time. It's always the first time. And people don't know much about this. Simple, simple reality. The thinking, still, still the things that those as faces still here. No, that's a total misunderstanding. It's a things just come at first time. Okay. But people don't know much. People never accept this reality. Unfortunately. That's called us. That's the reason we have to do that. Okay. So this is very important. Facts are made in such a way that they can never be the same again. The same again in a lifetime. Only one. Only one. See? Garrison, Garrison. Only once. How many times I just visiting library and sleeping there? Oh, only once. Only once. Okay. Uh, The way of thinking is, I cannot be replaced. Oh, I, it cannot be replaced or redone every single time because always one, always one. Never happened again. Twice, three times more. Only one. Yeah. That's the reason. We don't need to do anything. But as far as thinking, we try to be replaced or be done. See what we what we have done. It's a totally impossible and totally useless. See, we don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything because see the things just come out one, not twice, not three times, only one. We don't need to do anything. Okay, very important thing. The way of thinking. The way of thinking is to learn thoroughly from the fact of the present moment and therefore stop using thinking at all. Even if there is things you want to replace or redo. Because we always one. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything. But as far as things as I just mentioned, always just try to think about what we have done. We have to change or have to replace or redone or redo or something. Always think of it. It's a totally useless. You see? Yeah, that's a memory. That's a memory. No, mm, mm. As far as a memory, nothing exists anyway. Nothing exists anyway. Mm, just uh, just come out in our mind. See? But even that kind of things just happen. See? Just come out and disappear. Nothing there. Even memories just come out and disappear. Yeah, nothing in there. But people don't know much about it. That's the reason we have to do as others until you accept it. Ah, this is the thing. Uh, Nothing concerned with what we think of the self. The, our, the essential self is so good. Uh, some of the patriarchs just the teachers. See, non-self. Non-self is the universe. See? Once, once what you think about the self completely dropped away, all universe become your own possession, possession on, on yourself. See, that's much. See, non-self is tremendous. See? Non-self is the essential self. It's tremendous. Far beyond far beyond the thinking of self. Right? God is someday. See, someday. See, see. As far as practice, as far as practice, see, you have a lot of space, but we don't need to. We don't need 1 square meter space is totally enough. If we don't have even 1 square meter space, half of it will be all right. Then simply sit we only on kind of round question. But if we don't have a round question, it's not necessary to simply just sit on the ground. Or in your case, on a chair. Because you always just carry a chair belong to the library. It's all right, that's not. then whatever thinking just come out in our mind. Simply just release, simply let it go as it is. This is that. We just recommend you to do. Then something, kind of square meter space become whole universe. Whole universe. Very great. without doing more. Sometimes you are doing something sleeping. Something doesn't matter. It's all right. Yeah, yeah. This is a gracious way to for us to do. Then you'll be able to just realize it. Non-self is the universe. はい。This is that. はい。Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Danke schön. So and so. Philip-san, we'll
Thank
see
you.
Yes, we'll see you soon. In a kind of, kind. Right. Thank you so much. Got
Thank
it.
you.
So
Thank you.
why don't you sleep? Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Time to sleep. Time to sleep.
ありがとうございます。